T2RX6 here, back for another Transformers review. And unfortunately for the next 3 weeks, I will be working on Friday, so I don't have as much time for reviews. So I'm going to have to do some stuff that's a little more simple, I guess. And it might be G1, it might be some Legends, I'm not sure for what I'm going to review. But, you know, Friday is usually my day to film them and edit them. And frankly, since I actually have to go into work on Friday, I just don't have the time right now. So, today is the first review. It's Thursday. I'm hoping I can get this up early. And I figured as a good one to start us off would be the G1 Reflector. Now, this one's actually a knockoff. I had a real Reflector. He was in decent shape. His chrome was pretty badly worn, and he didn't have any of his accessories, so once I started hunting for the accessories, I realized that it was going to cost me roughly another $40 to $50, and so I just sold the 3 bots for $40 and picked up the knockoff, which is pretty cool. I mean, in terms of quality, it's very similar. It did require a little bit of work when I first got it, but certainly better than just having the camera with no accessories. The big difference I could tell with the knockoff is the button for the camera just kind of goes in and out. The actual real one clicked, and that's about it. Other than that, a couple tolerance issues that had to be fixed. But anyway, this is Reflector in his camera mode. Old-fashioned camera with the external flash. Yeah, looks pretty nice from the front, but when you go to the back, your illusion's a little bit lost. As you can see, Spectro, I believe his name is, the red one. You can see his head there. There's nothing hiding it. Now, I think it's spyglass on the end here. You can see that they do cover up his head using the flash, and that works, but you do lose a little bit of the illusion since you can see, you know, 4 sets of hands and somebody's legs and a head sitting here. You can see through it. It does offer just a slight bit of magnification, nothing really to write home about. And yeah, so that is your alternate mode, is a camera. And these guys are kind of cool, a little bit unique. Take off your flash, take off your lens, and this really has no function outside of the alternate mode, so that's why it's easy to lose. Now, these guys all kind of peg together off these center pegs on spyglass. I'm sorry, viewfinder. And then on the bottom, there's a hole here that pegs onto a peg there, so they all stay together. Now, this is where I actually had problems with this set when I got them. One of these sides, and it's been a while since I got these, but one of these holes, the peg was too big. Yeah, there you go, on this side here. So I actually had to take a Dremel or a file or sandpaper and kind of scrape it down till it was small enough to plug in that hole, because the way it was sitting, the top would go in and then the bottom would be sticking out, so it wouldn't sit straight. But that's a small little issue, and you are going to see these little tolerance issues here, but what can you do with the KO? Transformation on all these guys is essentially the same. Here you've got Spectro and Spyglass, and they're just basically opposites of each other. You take the legs, fold them on down, and fold out the hands, and he is done. And then with Spectro, it's just the back, and he's done. Gives him a little bit of a different look instead of the same type of leg panels. So just a little something different. And essentially they're the same, but you know, different colors, and you're looking at the opposite side of the robot. Now, viewfinder is a bit different here. you pull out his legs, and as you can see, they have pegs to peg into the holes back here, and rotate them down. Be a little careful if you pick up this KO set, because they are a bit tight at first, but I haven't had any problems as long as you're just kind of careful and no stress marks or anything. And just take his arms and pull them out here, and till they get on these little gray tabs that held them all in. And he's done. You've got a viewfinder. I guess if you don't really want to lose him, you could put this back on, but frankly he looks silly to me like that, so I just prefer to leave him like this. Now, if you watch G1, you know that Reflector was the name of all of them combined. They're all answered to Reflector. There seemed to be one that kind of controlled them all, but they all look the same. There were 3 of them. So these were kind of a little bit odd back in the time, because it was, again, like Ironhide and Ratchet, a toy that didn't match with their animation models. In terms of accessories, you can take this spyglass, the flash, and you can supposedly plug it in, but it's really tight on here. I'm afraid that one of them's gonna break. In fact, almost all the flashes I could find had this peg broken off, so I'm just not gonna put it on there. They do come with various weaponry for each of them. This is in the right order from what I can understand. I've never tried to put these guns in, so I don't know how well they fit. But they, at least on viewfinder, it looks pretty good. Again, it's a small peg, so be careful. But nice gun for him. On Spectro, again, just fits in pretty nicely, pretty straightforward. And finally, on Viewfinder, he's a little bit different. He doesn't have the standard top peg, so it's more kind of like a wrist blaster type thing. And all the weaponry pegs on real nice. Each one of these guys has very, very simple G1 articulation. Mostly because of transformation, you get a little bit of knee transformation. This guy actually has a knee joint. It can go up a little, but I wouldn't push it too far. I don't want to break anything. Arms, well, on Viewfinder, that's as far as they can go because of the way his shoulders are built. You only transfer that far. And the rest of them, you know, they have a 360 at the arm. No knee joint on this guy because of the transformation. He can get some leg pose ability, I guess, but G1's not really meant for posing that much. This guy, he's got still a little forward movement, which is cool, and he actually would have the knee just because of, you know, the way he transforms. And again, the 360 at the arms. The heads seem like they rotate, but I'm not going to push the issue. So don't take my word. If you get it, just leave the head as it is. I wouldn't play around with it too much, frankly. But that is G1 Reflector. This is Spectro, Spyglass. No, I'm sorry. Spectro, Viewfinder, and Spyglass. These are your accessories. And the camera, or the flash, is a missile launcher, but I left it all on its knockoff sprue. So, yep, this is everything you get. Cost about $45 if you can find it. And like I said, just finding the accessories for the legitimate ones is about the same, if not more. And the bots go for around $40 also. So it's not really a bad knockoff set. It's pretty high quality for what you get, and really I can't complain. I like it way better than the real ones I had, simply for the cost savings. So this is T2RX6. I'll see you next time with another fairly simple review. I don't know if you guys want to vote or something, if you want to, what you want to see, but it has to be something that really won't take all that much editing like a G1 or Legends or something like that, at least for the next couple weeks. So I'll talk to you later. See you.